Let me tell you guys about one of the craziest days of my life. Yep, this is me. Our plan was to summit Pu Keahikahoe. Honestly, at the beginning of the day, it just seemed just like another hike. The initial plan was to cross the whole valley of Monualua, summit, and then come back. The weather was nothing but a little cloudy. So we partnered up with a few friends and went out on what was supposed to be just another hike. Our trek into the valley was nothing but easy and warm. For the most part, Monualua Valley is pretty flat. And there is a lot of streams running through the valley. We hiked about 3 miles crossing many streams before we reached the base of the middle ridge. If you would have told me how drastically the weather would change for the rest of the day, I wouldn't believe you. The trail was as dry as it gets. So we slowly made our ascent through the middle ridge. We were really struggling with the heat. The ridge wasn't that sketchy, and the surroundings were just mind-blowing. So far, it was a great day in the wilderness. We were surrounded by mountains everywhere. As we kept going, we reached a viewpoint.
How is it?
From here, we could clearly see some water moving in.
It's exactly like it, except for
We're 3.5 miles in. You can see already the summits. And it looks kind of cloudy out there, but let's see what we get.
After a little break, we decided to continue. Little do we know what was coming our way.
Getting sick, huh? What do you think, Annie?
The clouds started to move in pretty quick. We kept going regardless. The day suddenly turned gray. We couldn't see what was ahead, but we kept going.
Sick.
We kept going, peak after peak. We would always think that the summit was close, but there was always another peak. Every inch felt like a mile in these conditions. Danger suddenly became very real. Approaching the summit was definitely the worst weather I ever experienced in these mountains. Our only hope now was to get shelter at the old naval radio antenna base right across from the summit. Right now, we're at the very top of this mountain, but it really seems like we're in another world. We waited for the weather to improve, and we weighed our options. Either go back through the now slippery ridges of Monualua and risk our lives, or take the safer way through the Haiku stairs and risk the $1,000 fine. Without exception, we all decided to head down the stairs. None of us wanted to face those ridges going down again. With a game plan now, we just had to hope we had a break from the weather. And our break came. With almost 4,000 steps, the Haiku stairs begins right at the Haiku village in Kaneohe. This section of the mountain has been officially closed by the state of Hawaii for years now. We started descending as quickly as we could. The wind was gusting like crazy, and our way down was very steep. The risk of getting caught trespassing and the fine was the least of it right now. We just wanted to make down safe. Weather conditions were just really intimidating. Luckily, we had each other to keep ourselves in check. The wind sometimes would come in gusts. Rather than heaven, it felt like we were in purgatory. We were all definitely very uneasy. The stairs felt like never ending. Most of it is straight down, but there's a few good rest points where it's sort of flat. It felt like we're never gonna leave those clouds. But then, we reached a point where it felt that the weather was trending down.
Wow, finally out of the clouds. It's about 6:20, so 20 more minutes, it's gonna be dark. Shit.
It definitely felt great to leave the clouds and see the world again. I drove through this highway many times, but seeing from this angle was amazing. Definitely one in a lifetime opportunity to experience this. Don't know if I ever want to risk this journey again. Thanks to the weather on top of us, it got dark pretty quick. In a way, it was perfect timing to sneak out without being seen by anybody. In the cover of the darkness, we made our way out through the bamboo forest to avoid being seen by anybody. We had a friend waiting us to give us a ride home, and that's how we finished our day.